welcome to Emma Unfolded, and we're back again with another Each One Teach One. So today is going to be about leadership. I feel like everybody wants to be a leader, but we really don't know what leadership requires and what it takes. So I did write some things down just for my monologue, how to learn the difference between monologue and dialogue, how to learn the difference of dialogue between two people or more. A monologue is just a person by themselves. But but this is what I wrote down. I said everybody wants to be a leader, but not everybody is willing to do what leadership actually requires. Because let's be honest, a lot of us think leadership is about being seen, being liked, or being followed. But doing what everybody else is doing is not leadership. That's really just moving with the crowd. The Bible even speaks about leadership. In Romans 12:12, do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. That means because something is normal doesn't mean it's right. And because it's popular doesn't mean it's purposeful. A leader doesn't ask what is trending. A leader asks what is true, what is right, and what actually matters. In Matthew 7:13-14, it talks about the wide range that leads to destruction and the narrow path that leads to life. And it says only a few people will follow the narrow path, which tells me the right path isn't the crowded one. Leadership requires courage. Courage to stand alone, courage to say no when everybody is saying yes, courage to walk away from things that don't align with your values. Proverbs 27:12 says, the wise see danger and take refuge, but the simple keeps going and pay the price. Leadership is being aware, being intentional, and not just doing things because everybody is. Choose standards over a leader. And to be a leader, you have to be intentional with everything that you do. Hope this helped you guys, and I hope you guys can all be a leader and not a follower. Do not follow the trend. If you're following what a famous person is doing, you're following somebody. I want y'all to know you're not being a leader. So I hope this can help y'all, and y'all can just go educate yourself to become a leader. But bye, y'all.
Hey y'all, welcome to Emma Unfolded, and we're back again with another Each One Teach One. So today we're talking about building legacies as I stock my vending machines. So legacy isn't about clout or money, it's about the impact. In Proverbs 13:22, it says that a good person leaves an inheritance for generations. And I say that an inheritance isn't just stuff, it's wisdom, faith, and assets. So what are assets? Assets is land, assets is homes, assets it can be a car, it can be jewelry. Anything you're able to leave, and as you leave, the wealth is still there and the wealth can grow. Even a gun, because of the metal, it becomes an asset. Jesus even told us in Matthew 6 not to chase temporary things, but to build what lasts. Legacy is built when we don't gatekeep growth. Like I always say, each one teach one. When we educate one another, we help faith spread, purpose multiplies, and that's how our lives mean something bigger than us. I always say I love helping people. I love putting smiles on people's faces. It makes me so happy. It really does. Like to see other people smile, like it just makes me happy. It makes me smile. But I've learned I need abundance first to give freely and sustainably. Because let's be honest, you cannot give from a dry well. But I hope this message helps somebody. And I love you guys. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Hey y'all. Welcome to Emma Unfolded. We're back again with the Each One Teach One. Today's topic is on consistency plus discipline equals success. Success isn't about luck or overnight wins. It's about consistency and discipline. Everybody wants results, but not everybody is willing to do the routine. We pray for the blessings, but skip the discipline that builds it. Consistency is showing up when no one is watching. Discipline is doing it even when you don't feel like it. Put them together, success is born. In Galatians 6:9, it says, do not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time you will reap a harvest if you do not give up. Your glow up isn't random. Your breakthrough isn't luck. It's the reps you're putting in daily when no one is watching or clapping. Learn it, live it, pass it on. Each one teach one. Stay consistent, stay disciplined, and success will catch up. Thank you guys. Bye. Hey y'all, so today I posted my introduction, right? And honestly, as I posted my introduction and I'm living in my truth, it's like I want y'all to know, you have to live in your truth to be free. At the end of the day, you can call me whatever you want to call me from my past, but like the woman I am today, you cannot take that from her. You can show me all the receipts I did in my past. Of course I did it. I will tell you I did it. But that made me who I am today. At the end of the day, you cannot argue with a changed life. You cannot. You cannot. I used to be lost, but now I'm found. I sure was. I was lost. I used to be outside. Now I'm inside. And no, I have not yet arrived to my destination that God has put in plan for me and my purpose that God has in store for me. But I'm almost there. And also, like, you know, I've learned, if you really read the Bible, he says, like, bring my people. Like, don't just be a consumer. Be a contributor to this world, for real, for real. Hey, y'all. So today I posted my introduction, right? And honestly, as I posted my introduction and I'm living in my truth, it's like, I want y'all to know, you have to live in your truth to be free. At the end of the day, you can call me whatever you want to call me from my past, but like the woman I am today, you cannot take that from her. You can show me all the receipts I did in my past. Of course I did it. I will tell you I did it. But that made me who I am today. At the end of the day, you cannot argue with a changed life. You cannot. You cannot. I used to be lost, but now I'm found. I sure was. I was lost. I used to be outside. Now I'm inside. And no, I have not yet arrived to my destination that God has put in plan for me and my purpose that God has in store for me. But I'm almost there. And also, like, you know, I've learned, if you really read the Bible, he says, like, bring my people. Like, don't just be a consumer. Be a contributor to this world, for real, for real. So also, I went to church and my pastor had said a verse that I really loved and also, you know, resonated with me and what I am doing. It says, Exodus 3, verse 9 through 10. It says, now therefore, behold, the cry of the children of Israel has come to me, and I have also seen the oppression with which the Egyptians oppressed them. Come now, therefore, and I will send you to Pharaoh, that you may bring my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. So what that verse is really saying, and really the meaning behind that verse, is God is telling Moses he has heard the Israelites' cry of oppression in Egypt, and he sees their suffering, declaring he has come down to rescue them, and commissioning Moses to go to Pharaoh and to lead his people out of bondage into the promised land, right? So God, in the Bible, it talks a lot about how we should help one another and lead one another, because like I always say, building a legacy isn't for yourself. Building a legacy is for other people, to help other people. And that's why I love doing my Each One Teach Ones, because I want to lead a lot of my people out of bondage. A lot of my people are in bondage. A lot of my people mentally are in bondage. And I want to just lead them out of bondage. And